Discomfort isn't a sign that something's wrong. Most of the time, it's a sign that something honest is happening. We've been trained to treat discomfort as a warning, but in growth, in leadership, in healing, discomfort is often the doorway. Here's what I've seen over and over again in therapy rooms, in radio stations, in leadership teams, and in my own life. The moment people stop forcing clarity, they expect relief. And instead, they feel uneasy. That's usually when they think, I must be doing this wrong. But that discomfort, that's not failure. That's contact. This is the nervous system adjusting. When you stop operating on adrenaline, your nervous system must recalibrate. If your body has been braced for impact for a long time, relaxation doesn't feel peaceful at first. It feels unfamiliar. The brain asks, wait, are we safe? Discomfort is the nervous system testing new ground, not retreating. I expected discomfort. It was unknown territory. There was fear. There was uncertainty. But because of my training and what I've learned over the years, I knew this was part of the process. Regulating my nervous system didn't happen all at once. And it didn't happen because I tried to think my way through it. I had to rest, slow down, be quiet. I had to listen to my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, and then allow myself to ponder my own thoughts. You can't do that in a crowded, loud life. Why we misread discomfort. We live in a culture that confuses comfort with health, but comfort often just means nothing is changing. Discomfort means new awareness, expanded perception, loosened control, increased honesty, and honesty is destabilizing before it's grounding. The R in the WKRP framework is for resilience and responsibility. This is where resilience actually shows up, not in powering through, not in staying positive, but in staying present when things feel unsettled. Responsibility here doesn't mean to fix it immediately. It means I won't abandon myself in this moment. That's resilience. Let's talk about avoidance versus integration. Neurologically speaking, avoidance reduces discomfort short term, but strengthens fear long term. Staying present, even briefly, allows the brain to update its threat assessment. Discomfort fades not when we escape it, but when the nervous system learns, I can survive this state. That's how integration happens. My first year as a solo RVer didn't go as intended. I had a lot to learn. I had to learn the basics of towing, managing an RV, making decisions alone. Now, camping and traveling, they weren't foreign to me, and I'd towed a boat before. But this was really different. This was new, and I was doing it alone. And I told myself something very clearly. I would not only survive this, I would learn. Discomfort versus danger. One of the most important distinctions I teach and live by is this. Discomfort is not danger. The nervous system doesn't always know the difference, but we can learn to. This matters in leadership decisions, creative risks, hard conversations, rebuilding trust, re-entering life after loss. If we treat every uncomfortable feeling as a stop sign, we never move forward. That's the S in badass, stay the course. This is where stay the course comes in. Not in stubbornness, not in denial, but in staying regulated long enough to see what's actually here. Strength isn't pushing past discomfort. Strength is staying with yourself while it passes. I definitely tapped into my badass tools. I didn't give up. Even when problems were too large for me to handle alone, I asked for help. And if you're curious about the early part of that journey, you can see it on my YouTube channel. It's just the resilience and flexibility I had to embrace, using the tools that mattered, because here we are now, together, in the courtyard. I've been quietly building a space where this kind of work can live more consistently, where regulation, leadership, and staying present aren't treated as side conversations. The courtyard was never meant to be a place of answers. It's a place of tolerated uncertainty, a place where discomfort doesn't mean you're failing, it means you're present. So, if discomfort is showing up in your life right now, before you label it as wrong, ask instead, what am I touching that's new? Discomfort isn't the detour, it's the door. If you're navigating this space between clarity and uncertainty, this is the work I stay with week after week. You're welcome to stay too.